Hello, and thank you for listening to WRYAT, New Orleans' fifth-ranked public radio station. As always, we're broadcasting live from a prefabricated Home Depot shed located off of South Carrollton by the Popeyes.
This is Donnie D'Amico.
An inmate at Angora Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept the charges, press 1. Thank you for using the Telemaximum Minimum Security Prison Fun Phone Service. You may begin your conversation now.
Hey, this is Ronnie D'Amico.
I know. This is Donnie D'Amico.
No, I know that. This is our visiting hours talk.
I know. You got a me or a me-related question for me?
You called me there, Donnie.
All right. I know how it works. So I guess I'll ask you then. Ronnie, what happened to the budget for the new Boat Talk season?
I hate to tell you this there, pal, but I might have blew the entire budget trying to produce the Ronnie show.
Yeah, I actually know about that already, Ronnie, because I was on the phone with James Dean last week. And, he brought up some pretty good questions, Ronnie. I mean, you're pushing 60. Why can't you balance a checkbook?
Look, buddy, it's just you're supposed to put debits and then credits, and they're supposed to subtract from each other, and it's supposed to go to zero. I just thought I was doing that by spending money and going to zero, but I don't understand how those numbers work. No,
spending money only gets you to zero, Ronnie. I mean, I knew this. I knew if I was in prison without you, you left to your own devices, you'd bankrupt the entire show. It's always been you, Ronnie. You were Dad's favorite. He coddled you. You were impulsive. You're childlike, Ronnie. It's ridiculous. You can't even just do what you're told.
Look, I did what I was told. I had to do the show, okay? Look, it's not my fault, all right? Look, I'm not the one who is on the internets Googling the punished clown, okay? You know I said don't do that, and what did you do? You typed in punished clown, and then all that nonsense happened.
Yeah, that is what happened. That's why I'm here. That's why I got 1 week left on my sentence, and I did Google punished clown because, oh, Ronnie, if you want the truth, I guess I just always thought I knew better than you, you know?
Yeah, you got one of them superiority complexes. You're a know-it-all, and I know you're less of a screw-up than I am, but that doesn't mean you're not a screw-up. Because you're the one who you did capsize Chalmette.
Yeah. I guess you got a point there, Ronnie. I had to grow up too fast. Dad loved you. They liked doing the movies with you, Short Circuit and all, and I was just there decluttering the gutters and thinking about how much better I was than you. But Jesus, look at me, man. I'm in prison. I capsized Chalmette because I thought I knew better than you to Google. I Googled the punished clown because I thought it would be good for our listeners.
Yeah. I blame the radio station there, Donnie. I don't think it's entirely you. It's just the radio station just brings out the worst of us. It's like a moon to a bunch of werewolves.
That's the truth, man. All we got is this show, Ronnie. This is all we have. And every season, they just keep asking for more and more of it. The station just needs more boat talk. And I don't know, they got to a point where I was living my life just so we'd have recording material for boat talk. You wouldn't have run for harbor master if we weren't doing boat talk. We wouldn't have gone to Port Sofa if we weren't doing boat talk. I don't think we would have launched ourselves into a robot exoskeleton we magnet fished out of the water and then launched ourselves out of its phallus if we weren't doing boat talk.
Yeah, and we have to do boat talk. They literally have a soul-binding contract that we have to give them episodes regardless of what we're doing. Even if we're in a coma, we still had to do an episode.
I know they own our mortal souls. I'm in prison, and you can't even run a show, and they didn't step in. They're still recording us, Ronnie.
Yeah, I got a microphone strapped to my side right now.
There's no way we can get away from this. You remember when we started Boat Talk? We just wanted to help boat callers with their boat-related questions.
Just simple questions, and we can fix it.
I'm sure a lot of people want to go back to that. I want to go back to that.
So do I.
I mean,
I can't be trusted to do anything else.
Yeah, and me neither, clearly. I mean, we seem to be able to have to help each other if we're going to help anyone else. But, Ronnie, prison's given me a lot of time to reflect, and I've been thinking that, we had to be given this second chance for a reason, Ronnie. I mean, we've been given a platform. We've been given a platform to do something good in the world, and the radio station's not going to do it.
No, but we still have to do the radio station. So, listen, Donnie, I got an idea. Let's just get back to where we were. Let's get back to answer the boat questions, and let's fix ourselves from the inside out. Kind of like how that boat ate that guy from the inside out.
Which, again, I don't think we would have done if we weren't trying to provide entertainment for the show. I mean, the top-rated show is a game show where the contestant might get stabbed. He oftentimes does. I mean, they just gave my cellmate, who's an ex-mafioso, his own advice show. I mean, look at that, Ronnie. We got to do it, if not just for ourselves, if not just for the show, then for the world.
We're a lower tier show. We don't even pull the numbers that show gets.
No, I know. Well, I'm going to be out of here in a week, Ronnie, and I'm glad we had this chat. So the M. Night Shyamalan-a-thon is about to, continue. So I'm going to go ahead and get some popcorn popped and get ready for the village here. But next week, let's give it a go. Let's reform ourselves and put our better feet forward.
We're going to be better people.
All right. Well, we're getting to the end of my call here. So this has been Donnie D'Amico.
I know. And I'm Ronnie D'Amico.
I know. And this has been our Visiting Hours Talk.
See you in a week.
Hello, fellow putties. Are you ready for a taste so bold you'll swear you paid more than 99 cents a can for it? Well, try our new PUDD IPA. PUDD IPA is the first unfiltered beer on the market. So if you're ready for a beer with a little chew, try PUDD IPA. Hell, I'd drink one under the right circumstances. Available exclusively at Hank's Superstore. Hello, this is Jon Barlow, and welcome to the political radio talk show Left, Right, and Kenner. It's the dialogue we should be having as a nation, where we bring together those from all sides of the political spectrum to discuss the topics of the day. First, from the liberal left, we have political science professor at Washington University and author of the book Lenin Loves Lenin, Dr. Archie Zinn.
Hello, John.
And from the conservative right, a fellow at the Washington think tank Freedom Chug, Mr. Connor Brightmare.
Good evening.
And finally, from Kenner, Louisiana, HVAC sheet metal duct installer, Randy Zimmerman.
Hey, bro. You know I like to be called Whippets, dude.
I really don't want to call you that, Randy.
Yo, bro, why you being such a nerd?
Well, if I remember correctly, I believe you're called Whippets because of your preferred choice of substance abuse, and I don't want to promote improper values.
Yo, bro, my Mima calls me Whippets. She's been in the choir at St. Jerome's for 50 of the 65 years she's been alive. So I know you ain't calling her out, dude.
Really? Your grandmother has no problem calling you Whippets?
Nah, brah. Who you think gave me that name? That woman always had too much spare whipped cream before I taught her how to trip.
Yes. Well, I'm going to stick with Randy for now. Our first topic tonight is the Russian bounty gate. It sounds like the White House knew for well over a year that Russian officials were paying Taliban fighters to kill American soldiers, yet President Trump still pushed for Russia to be allowed into the G7 this year. Mr. Trump has yet to speak out about this or react to Russia in any way. Mr. Brightmare, your thoughts?
Look, facts are still coming out about the case. For all we know, the president has done something about this, but he's waiting for results before he shoots his mouth off about it. Until that time, it's just more fake news and gotcha journalism by Democrats suffering from Trump derangement syndrome.
Archie?
Facts still coming in? That's malarkey. Trump's own staff reported that he was briefed last year. How long do we have to wait to hold this Putin patsy accountable for the deaths of American soldiers?
Your president has a lot on his plate, Archie. You can't expect him to remember the contents of every single daily briefing. That's unrealistic for anyone.
Talk about Trump derangement syndrome. Your whole party has gone nuts. You care more about people kneeling during the national anthem than you do about thugs killing our own troops.
Randy? Do you have anything to say about the bounty situation, Randy?
Yeah, bro. Okay. That bounty gate thing was bullshit. And Drew Brees should have 2 more rings on that hand right now, yeah.
Excuse me. Could you clarify a bit more about whatever it is you're talking about?
Don't get me wrong. I don't want people roughing up my boys for money. So if things were fair, it'd be fair. But everyone was doing that bounty shit, brah, and the Saints was just the scapegoats. My boy Tubbs said Roger Goodell was just jealous because Sean Payton's side piece was so much hotter than his old ladies.
Young man, we are not talking about American football. We are talking about treason.
I don't know that, brah. That one of them Euro games, dog?
What?
You know, European sports like soccer or F1 racing or boxing bears or Lord of the Rings dress-ups.
I don't think those last 2 are actual sports.
I mean, I don't think any of them are sports. They got no cheerleaders. But I tell Europe, hey, brah, you do you, brah.
I'm sorry. Why are we wasting our time talking about this fake news or talking to this moron?
Hey, brah, I got a table leg in my Civics truck. You want to talk tough or do you want to be tough?
Okay, I feel like we're getting off topic here. We were talking about the Taliban.
Oh, now the NFL is going to ban towels too? They really are the no-fun league up in here.
Okay, perhaps it's time for a new topic. Coronavirus numbers are starting to climb up again, and many states, like Florida, are starting to shut down bars for a second time. Connor, what do you think?
Just more of the news media riling up Americans with hysteria. The cure should not be worse than the cause, and we're going to ruin our country for generations.
Pretty difficult to ruin the country for the next generation when they can't breathe without a machine in the present day, Connor.
Again, you're hysterical. Only the elderly have to worry about this. All of these new cases are healthy young people in their 20s and 30s getting the virus from a little bit of bar hopping, and they're going to be fine.
Hard disagree. Healthy people don't risk a $100 to $1,000 hospital bill to get tested. All of these 77% case jumps across the states are people that experienced major symptoms. And you've gone out of your mind if you think everyone's going to come out of this without any permanent issues.
See, that's why I don't get tested, dude.
Randy, do you think you need to be tested for COVID-19?
I don't know. I haven't been tested, so I can't tell you. I got that stuff that needs that test.
Well, Randy, it's really important that you tell us this, especially since you're here in the studio with us in person. Are you exhibiting any symptoms of the virus?
I don't know, bruh. What's it do to my dick?
Why are you asking that?
Say, dude, I always make sure I try to take a hot shower after I come home from any kickball after parties that involve bathroom sex. So I'm pretty sure I'm clean. But a lot of that rot you get is still that stuff that doesn't go away. And I don't want to know if it won't hurt me because I want to be honest with a girl when I tell her I got no history. So I don't like to get tested and have to lie. Plus, I'd rather spend that money on aircraft wings for my Civic.
Well, let me ask you this, Randy. Have you been coughing lately?
Hell yeah, bro. I got that chronic. How much you looking to spend? You get a full ounce, I'll throw in some of that Pop-Tart flavored vape, dude.
Huh. Listen, I'm going to stop this line of questioning now because I think anything I ask you is going to be met with a statement about sex or drugs.
Hell yeah, bro.
So moving on, one last question before we leave. What do you say to those Americans that think it's their right not to wear a mask?
Our grandparents and great-grandparents fought overseas and rationed food to help us win past wars. And this one, all you have to do is cover your face indoors. Wear the mask.
Connor?
Well, freedom lost is never regained, so never give up the fight against the federal overreach.
And, Randy, what do you have to say about wearing a mask?
Well, dude, I ain't into that sadomasochism stuff, so she better have a scorching fine butt if she wants me to gimp up.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, bro, tell you this, dude. I don't care whether she's got a thotty hottie or I gotta work her a little bit. I'm going to wear protection for all my girls. I may not have nothing wrong with me, but I don't want them to have to get tested and find that there's something wrong with them. I'd rather wear my protection for them, bruh. Yeah, and if everyone wore protection, no one would have to worry.
Ah, okay. That does indeed sound relevant.
I got like a crate of 1,000 Magnums saved for a second lockdown, dog.
Thank you for that, Randy. That's our show. Join us next week when I lock Randy out of the studio until he gets properly tested. Good night.
Hey, everybody. It's me. It's Luke Guru. Actually, technically, if you're hearing this and I'm saying this, then I'm nowhere to be found. I'm lost. WRYAT, they asked me, they said, hey, Luke, we really like you, and we want to make sure that if anything ever happens, we need to have you read this out loud. So this isn't my words, this is their words. And I really care about y'all, and obviously they care about me, and y'all might care about me. So if you see me on the street, please give a call into the studio. A little bit later on, they're going to give you a phone number that you can call. But I don't really want to spend my time trying to say that to you because this is very, very important. I got to get the stuff out because WRYAT, they asked me, Luke Guru, your man about town, telling you every Friday that, hey, this is what you can see. Well, I can't tell you because this Friday, there's stuff going on, but I don't know how, I don't have a list. I'm not able to say it. And this is so crazy. I'm going off script. And I know, I understand. I'm trying to make a point. Okay, just give a call in because while I'm about town, they don't know what's going on with me, the man who tells everybody what goes on. So please, I'm not going to read, I'm not reading it. I'm going to do it my Luke way. Jesus. So please give a call to the studio. You want me to howl? Howl!
Hello. We here at WRYAT are looking for our beloved DJ Luke Guru. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please call 504-233-9337. That's 504-233-9337. Thank you, and come home soon, Luke.
Summer has come round again this year, folks. And whenever summer comes around in this country of ours, we usually get to celebrate in this country of ours with outdoor barbecues, the consumption of libations, and of course, fireworks. But this summer, it's become increasingly apparent that there just ain't much worth celebrating about this country of ours. And at Fresh Start Fireworks, we're afraid it's easy to see why. You see, we like to tell ourselves that America was built on the pride of its people, their indomitable spirit, and big notions of things like freedom, justice for all, when in actuality, the foundation of this country consisted primarily of broken promises, slave labor, and genocide. Something we kept trying to ignore for too long. Now it's something we can ignore no longer, and the cracks in our failed state have been laid bare for all to see and all. Yup. Richest nation in the history of the world can't even put together any kind of social safety net, a functioning federal government, to say nothing of the political stranglehold upheld by a corrupt oligarchical duopoly that's worked harder to keep basic human rights like housing and healthcare out of the hands of the people of this country than it ever has to protect them. What would the police state use less to enforce the law and more to maintain the status quo of the wealthy and powerful while preserving America's long-standing traditions of structural racism and white supremacy? Not a lot worth celebrating there, with over 40 million unemployed, left with nothing but the assurance that nothing and nobody are coming to help them in their unprecedented time of unprecedented need. And as an ever-enriching ruling class, we haven't even democratically elected have all but made clear to us that after over 120,000 preventable deaths, over 100,000 more may just be the price we have to pay to get their precious free market working right again. Our oppressors have heard our cries for a more equitable society since time immemorial, and have chosen to meet those cries with casual dismissal at best and inhuman violence at worst. Seems to us, the country's long past the point of reforming. So why not fight fire with fireworks? Fresh Start fireworks, that is. Normally used for celebrating a lie, now used for illuminating the truth, as we've been left with no choice but to aim our airborne pyrotechnics as flaming cudgel-like weaponry at the myriad institutional powers that have for so long kept us broken and beaten in an abusive relationship with a ruthless capitalist system that is our failed American experiment. If Fresh Start fireworks can't change the country from within, at least they can blow it all the hell up instead. And then, and only then, after we take Rome by Roman candle, can we begin anew and forge our way forward to that more equitable society we've never stopped fighting for. Because at this point, what America really needs is a fresh start. and the only fireworks that can provide a fresh start. A fresh start fireworks. Yeah.
America's Bill of Rights has come due, bitch. And Fresh Start fireworks are gonna be at the front lines of our direct actions against the state, bitch. Burn it all down with our institution solutions. Dismantle the oppressive establishment with our power devourers. Fry up some bacon with our precinct sneakers. Disrupt the disorder with our unquiet riots. And that's not all. That's not all, comrade. We got bootlicker kickers, inequality equalizers, igniting insiders, inciting igniters, business busters, corporation detonations, stock shockers, depression aggressors, semantic pandemics, big bidders, and fascist dashers. Fight the power with firepower! Fresh Start fireworks! Firepower! Firepower to the people, motherfucker! This country had it coming, and now it's getting a fucking wake-up call with fireworks to fucking face! Power is in your hands! So use that power to fuel Fresh Start fireworks for freedom! The power is in your hands! Use that power to fuel Fresh Start fireworks for freedom! Actual fucking freedom, you fucks! They can't take all of us, and they sure as shit can't take all our fireworks! If that isn't a call to action, I don't know what is! Get to one of our 3 convenient locations today and become part of something fucking greater with Fresh Start's fireworks!
Folks, we sure do appreciate your continued support of Fresh Start fireworks during these uncertain yet sadly inevitable times. So, out of solidarity, we want to do the right thing and repay the favor to you this summer season.
That's right, you radical radicals! If you buy any Fresh Start fireworks from now until the end of the summer, we're gonna throw in a 6-pack of our own brand of Molotov cocktails! The original Fresh Start fireworks! For fucking free, bitch!
The Molotov cocktail, also known as a petrol bomb, gasoline bomb, bottle bomb, or just Molotov for short, is a generic name used for a variety of bottle-based improvised incendiary weapons. Here at Fresh Start Fireworks, we take the utmost care in crafting our own Fresh Start Molotovs. Starting, of course, with our Fresh Start Molotov Fresh Start Flammable Liquid Base, a special blend of petrol, alcohol, some motor oil, and our super secret Fresh Start formula. That'll be sure to get your Fresh Start Molotov off to a clean-burning, fast start.
Each Fresh Start Molotov comes with a monogrammed Fresh Start fireworks cloth, pre-soaked in kerosene so it can get lit and get results. Just light the cloth and hurl the Fresh Start Molotov at whatever institution of tyranny you have chosen to destroy and whatever level of government you've chosen to dismantle. Be it state, local, or federal, motherfucker!
Of course, you'll find corruption itself to be as flammable as the kerosene-soaked cloth that comes in the Fresh Start Molotov, so you'll quickly want to turn tail and haul hide as far away as possible from your chosen institution of tyranny after your propelled Fresh Start Molotov is connected. We can accept no liability for any damages endured by your person from Fresh Start Molotovs, but business insurance is required for businesses, so you really don't have to work yourself up too much over any damage being done to property in the name of justice for the proletariat. You really don't.
Businesses can always be rebuilt, but you can't rebuild a human life once it's been taken away! Remember that when you're out there, comrades! The best way to blow up a gas line is with a Fresh Start Molotov! You stupid piece of shit! I love all of you!
So if you're able to find the time amidst all the good work you're doing out there, taking action and putting your lives on the line, why don't you stop on in at Fresh Start Fireworks? You just take old LA 46 as far down as it goes. It'll look like you've reached a dead end, but when you get there, all you have to do is turn left. You'll be sure to find a place where you're always welcome at Fresh Start Fireworks. Yeah.
This is WRYAT New Orleans Guerrilla Radio. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.